Hi guys, and welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So today's reading, guys, is your angel message reading for the year ahead, and that's 2015. Now, your angel message is advice from the angels on certain situations that may arise in 2015 for some of you Aquarians, and it's really just a message from them on how you can potentially approach a situation and how potentially you can guide your life in the year 2015 to a very successful outcome. So let's make a start, guys. So the angels, I'll just let you know how I've actually done this reading. It's the same method of how I do the other year ahead readings. As you know, you've already got your general year ahead tarot reading on the site, and you've also got your Law of Attraction tarot reading on Carol's Universe. I would shuffle the cards as usual off screen. I will then, from the top, when I've stopped shuffling, pick the 4 cards that represent the 4 quarters of the year. So Jan to March, April to June, July to September, and October through to December. However, what I've done this time is I'm not going to sort of say the angels are giving you this message in these 3 months, the angels are giving this message in that 3 months, because I feel that the angels really want me to give you the message as a collective, okay? So I'm just going to show you the cards at random and then just convey the message that the angels are trying to tell you for 2015 if these situations should arise, or maybe if they're arising now, and how potentially you can go about approaching them, okay? So let's make a start. So the first card that I want to show you that the angels have instructed me to pick is the 5 of Raphael. And in the traditional tarot, so in the usual tarot pack, the ones that came before the angel tarots, this is actually the 5 of Cups. And as we know with the 5 of Cups, it shows a man looking at 3 turned over cups, and there are 2 standing behind him. And the angels are really saying with the 5 of Raphael, everything happens for a reason. You may currently be focused on a loss, but there is something positive waiting for you. Things may not have turned out the way you expected, but now is the time to trust that the universe has something better in store for you. Regret does not serve you. Embrace changes as the guiding hand of your angels, sending you in a direction with long-term happiness in mind. So really, Aquarius, what the angels are actually saying to you through the 5 of Raphael is that if any of you are enduring the death of something within 2015, so whether that be the death of a relationship, the death of a job, a new way of life, that type of thing, anything that potentially ends, then don't mourn it for too long, because it's just really God's way, the universe's way of saying there is actually a better path ahead for you. This end actually had to come in order for you to kind of have that new beginning that you've been wanting. They've also said things may not have turned out the way you expected, but now is the time to trust the universe has something better in store for you. Regret does not serve you. So obviously when things come to an end for us, there is that sense of loss, there is that sense of feeling separation, feeling a sense of feeling alone, feeling a little bit scared, feeling a little bit fearful about the future, and kind of sort of reminiscing to how things were, or if you're not reminiscing to the way that things were, then sort of thinking to yourself, this is sad for me, this thing has ended and now I've got to move on. And what the angels are really saying is don't spend too long, as I've said, in mourning. Try not to spend too long in regret over something that has ended, because it ultimately ended for your higher good. And that in 2015 it's a really good idea that you start to really trust the universe and really trust that when things do come to a natural end for us, whether that's in a relationship or a work situation or whatever situation that might be, though it's very sad at the time, that you've got to look to those 2 cups that are actually behind you. What's left standing? What is the lessons that you can learn and how you can move forward? And really just to trust that the universe and God have a better plan for us in the end, that which will lead to greater happiness for you. The other card I'd like to show you that the angels directed me to pick is the 6 of Raphael. Again, this is a Cups card, and this represents the 6 of Cups within the traditional tarot card deck. And this really card is all about the past, and it's all about reminiscing and feeling nostalgic, and potentially people from the past coming back into our lives. And the angels are conveying this message that experiences from your distant past or childhood come flooding back in order to help you with the present. Old friends or partners may resurface. New people you meet become instant close friends due to past life connections. Previous relationships or friendships may be rekindled. Deep-rooted issues push to be resolved. Be careful not to romanticise the past, but rather see it clearly and objectively. And I feel that it's really funny how your cards came out and how we had the 5 of Raphael and the 6 of Raphael. The one card that dealt with something ending and sort of feeling a loss over that, but also knowing that the universe has got you back and you really need to trust it and know that it was for your highest good. And then the 6 of Raphael, which the angels are saying that experience from your distant past, childhood memories, old friends and new coming into your life. So I think potentially for you Aquarians in the year 2015, there could be a rekindling, the angels are saying, of old friendships. If these aren't old friendships, then it will be old romantic partnerships potentially coming to the fore for you. So it could be that this ending, potentially, that the angels are talking about for some of you guys in the year 2015 will lead on to happier times and a happier condition for you through the rekindling either of romantic situations or platonic friendships that were actually really close, and also new friends potentially coming in for you that you can form very close friendships with. So it's all good there for you guys. The message from the angels is really saying, and it's also saying with this card, don't romanticize the past, okay, but rather to see it clearly and objectively. So seeing a situation for what it was, because sometimes when something ends that potentially wasn't working out for us, but we're mourning the loss of it, we can romanticize it and say, oh, but it wasn't that bad, because we're fearful of moving on. And what the angels are saying in these messages is, don't romanticize the past, okay, look at it for what it was, see it clearly, see it objectively, okay. But definitely for some of you guys, I think it's going to be a case of what the angels are saying through these cards is that something has to end in order to bring something about again or something new in. And it was really funny again with this reading how it just flowed so incredibly. We have the Lovers card that the angels picked out for you. Beautiful. Make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. And the angels are saying with this card, Aquarius, that follow your heart. Deep emotions are likely to be experienced as a key relationship enters your life. So it could be someone coming back from your past with the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Raphael. This could be a romantic partnership that leads to marriage, or someone who you feel a very close or platonic connection with. And funnily enough, this 6 of Raphael not only talks about romantic partners, rekindling of relationships again coming back into your life potentially in 2015, but also close friendships coming back around and new friends coming in. And again with this Lovers card, it's talking about someone who you feel a very close or platonic connection with. This is an individual who you can trust, and the relationship is likely to be life-changing in a very positive way. This can also represent a very important choice you will need to make from the heart. If there is any indecision, then you must take time to weigh the matter and choose carefully. So it's a tale of two halves really. On the one hand, with the Lovers card, we're looking at potentially for you Aquarians, the angels are saying new love is coming in 2015 for you. And the relationship will potentially be something that you've not experienced before. It's going to lead to something quite deep, quite emotional and quite long-standing. And also it could potentially lead to marriage for some of you guys. This card is also talking about deep connections with friends. So potentially with the 6 of Raphael, the angels instructed that potentially old partnerships are coming back around, old romantic partnerships potentially could be rekindled, and old friendships, potentially people that you haven't seen in a long time, who you had a very close connection to, could be coming round again. So these cards for me all really connecting with the angel message for 2015. And the final card that the angels instructed me to take is the 7 of Ariel, and this is actually the 7 of Pentacles in your traditional tarot deck. And the angels are saying through this, some plans take time to develop, seeds are well planted. Now is not the time to stop, as success is very probable. You may not see it clearly, but slow and steady progress is being made. Have patience, it's almost time. Good opportunity to pause and review how far you have come. Are things moving along as you had planned? And if not, then what changes can you make in the future? This is a welcome break in action. This card also signifies determination, future possibilities and structures. So really the angels are saying through this card that it will be a time of self-evaluation for you guys. within the year 2015, okay? Your plans that you are making now, that you are sowing the seeds with at the moment, they will sprout, okay? They will grow, okay? But it will be a time not to stop, but actually to just take your plans and move along with them. They're saying any plans that you're forming at the moment, anything that you're trying to build at the moment, there will be slow but steady progress with it, okay? So, you know, you're going to get to a point with that particular plan, with that particular dream that you're trying to manifest, whereby you will really see it starting to grow, and you're going to be really proud of what you've actually developed. But there's no time to stop there for you guys, okay? There's much more for you guys to do, but it's definitely, for me, the Seven of Pentacles really does represent having built something up and kind of looking at it and kind of evaluating it and saying, where else can I go with this? How can I grow this even bigger? So potentially it could be to do with your work, with your career, and even with the love relationship that the angels are saying potentially is coming in for some of you Aquarians in 2015. It's going to say, I think that when we look at these cards together, I think it's saying that a love relationship will grow, but it's slow and steady, okay? It's slow and steady. It's taking your time. It's nurturing it. It's harvesting it. Don't rush it. Take your time with it, okay? Definitely when I look at these two cards together, this is the one about nurturing and growing something, and this is about developing something. So when we develop something, then we have to nurture it, and we have to grow it, and we have to tend to it, and we have to just check on it and make sure that everything is growing and everything is moving according to how we want it to move. And this card, the Seven of Pentacles, of Ariel, sorry, with the angels, they're saying that if you're finding in 2015, Aquarius, that some of your plans are not moving as fast as you like, you need to kind of evaluate that, look at it and kind of say to yourself, okay, this isn't moving in the direction that I want it to move in. What else can I change? Is there anything that I can change? Is there anything that I can modify to get it going in the direction that I want? But you've definitely got a really, really good set of cards from the angels. Their messages, for me, are very, very clear for you guys, Aquarius, during 2015. It looks like to me it's going to be filled with old situations coming back around, close connections, close friendships, potentially love coming in for some of you guys. There is a little bit of an ending with something, a little bit of loss that some of you might be feeling a little bit sad about, but that won't last long as far as I'm concerned, and as far as my intuition is telling me that the angels are saying it's not going to last long for you guys. It's a case of looking at a situation that has ended or that needed to come to an end, and I feel that some of you guys may know what this is at the moment, but knowing that you've got to move on from it and mourning it for a little while, but not staying in the past and not kind of, you know, just romanticising the past and looking at it with, you know, through rose-tinted glasses, but being completely honest about the situation and saying to yourselves, this had to end in order for me to move forward. Because I feel that what the angels are saying is, whether this comes first or whether this comes during whatever is happening here, that definitely whatever this ending of the situation is, that it really is to serve your highest good. So guys, that's your angel reading. That's your angel message tarot reading for the year 2015. And I will be back with your January monthly tarot reading very shortly. So take care.